Just look at the design on that. That is so beautiful. I love that curved design. There's no chips or cracks anywhere, which is lovely. Don't touch it. Don't touch it, Andrea. Hello everyone. So I'm endeavouring to film from my new setup. I'll probably still film downstairs every now and then, but we're giving it a go today. I'm sat at my desk and as promised, I thought I would go through the midwinter stuff that I've got and just see what I've got. Is it still worth listing? What kind of condition it's in? Definitely one of the boxes we've had for at least a couple of years, at least. And the reason I know that is because it came from our old house and we moved it here with us. So I know that it's at least that much. I think we have picked up some more stuff from a yard sale and I can't remember if that was last summer or the summer before. And then the rest of it I found in the last year. I've got some lovely Michaelmas which I found in a charity shop. And I also have a preserve pot, which I think also came from a charity shop. So I'll go through all of it with you, let you know what things sell for, and yeah, get an idea of what I'm going to list it for, if at all. Maybe I'll redonate, maybe I'll just bundle it all. I don't know, haven't decided yet. I just want to apologise for the lighting in here. It's not the best quality, lots of shadows. Got a light here which is causing shadows, got the ring light to try and balance it out. I was hoping to get this done before it got dark, but we've been busy today and it just hasn't happened. So yeah, this is what we're working with and I hope that you can bear with. So let me give you an idea of what I have here on the table. So I have this set of Michaelmas. Unfortunately the cups don't have the saucers with them, which is a shame. But I really loved the pattern so much and it was only £2 for all of this. So it was worth doing. This is the first set that we picked up and it is Mink Rose. And I have a coffee pot, some coffee cups and saucers, and also a creamer and a sugar bowl. And then moving round, we have the Nuts in May pattern and we have a lovely gravy boat and its plate. It's quite rare to find it with its plate, so I think that's my favourite piece, to be honest with you. I just love the lines on this. And then we have 5 teacups and saucers. It's a shame there's only 5, but I guess one of the cups got broken along the way. We do actually have the 6 saucers, but only the 5 cups. And then only 1 coffee cup and saucer. And then there is a sugar bowl as well, just on its own, without the creamer. There's 1 salad plate and there are some saucers that go with the cups and some side plates as well. Then this is the preserve pot. And then I have 2 bowls and 2 salad plates in the Riverside pattern. So I think out of everything, the Michaelmas pattern is a bit of me. I absolutely love this pattern. I think it's 60s, but it might be 70s. I haven't done enough research to find a date on it yet. But looking on eBay, there's hardly anything listed or sold, so I'm hoping that means that it's actually quite a rare pattern. So we have this, which is the milk jug or creamer. And like I said, I paid £2 for this. £2 for the 3 cups, the creamer and the gravy boat, which I think is brilliant. So this is the gravy boat. I love the design of this. It's just so tactile. And then I have 3 of these cups, which sadly they don't have their saucers. So I'll bundle the cups together and I'm thinking for the 3 around the £8 to £12 mark on those. Just going on similar designs similar shapes and what they've sold for. So yeah, I think £8 to £12 for the cups. The gravy boat, I'm thinking 10 to 15 for that. And the creamer, I'm thinking around the £10 mark as well. So that's not a bad return, is it, for my £2? I'm very pleased with that, although I am extremely tempted to keep the gravy boat because I love it so much. But I have enough gravy boats. I'm passing it on. And then moving on to the Riverside pattern. This is Riverside. It's got like a dandelion going into seed. It's very autumnal. And I have these two bowls, two cereal bowls. Now strangely, I don't know if this was a misprint, but it has some printing on the bottom here and the other one doesn't. So I think that might be a misprint. So for the bowls, I'm thinking they're going to be about £10 for the two. Now the Riverside plates, I have 3 of them, and they are actually quite crazed. Not very heavily, but definitely noticeable. I think I'm still going to bundle them as a 3 though, and I've seen a set of 3 selling for £4.50. So is it worth it? Is it really worth going to all that trouble to list them and for Nick to package them for that much return? Or do I just send them back to a boot sale and try and get a couple of quid for them? I'm leaning that way, taking them to a boot sale. I'm thinking that it's probably not worth listing. Or I could potentially bundle the whole lot together for approximately 15. That might be what I'll do. Thinking about it now, that might be the better way to go. Just bundle it all together, and then if it doesn't sell, then I'll think about taking it to a boot sale and just getting my money back on it. So the Nuts in May design has leaves and acorns on it. This is the plate for the gravy boat. Just look at the design on that. That is so beautiful. I love that curved design. And just incidentally, I haven't mentioned this before, but everything I have here is the Stylecraft range, and this is the fashion shape. So there are different shapes within Stylecraft, I believe, and if you have the slightly more stylized, I suppose, shapes, then that is the fashion shape. So yeah, we've got the gravy boat here with its plate, and this is the sugar bowl, which is again beautiful in its design. Lovely, lovely shape. So looking at completed listings for the gravy boat, I'm thinking 10 to 12 is probably where I'll aim for on that. Like I said, I've got 5 teacups and saucers, but I also have 6 side plates, so I'm thinking I might do some trios. So I might pair them up or do them just one trio. If I did one trio, probably around the £5 mark for one set. If I bundled them and did a pair of trios, it would be probably about £10, I would think, just going on what's sold and what's listed currently. And then there is only one of these little coffee cups, but there's also one coffee cup saucer with it. So I don't know whether to just bundle that with it. So I'll probably do that on its own as a replacement and just add in the extra saucer as well. These are the side plates, and they all have some amount of crazing on them. I suppose that's just the nature of the age of them. They're from the 60s, so you know they've had some use. They've been around the block a bit. So that may affect the pricing, that may affect how desirable it is. Not sure yet. In terms of the one salad plate I've got, it's really quite heavily crazed, so I think that's definitely going to be a redonation. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be selling one plate on its own like that, especially not in that condition. So moving around to the Mink Rose, this is the coffee pot, which is just beautiful. Sorry about the reflection of the light there, I'm trying to get it in a way that it won't give you a headache. Again, it has that gorgeous style to it with the curves. Absolutely love that. So beautiful. And this is the little lid on the top. Just look at the detail in that. It's an absolutely stunning piece of mid-century design. It really is. Absolutely beautiful. So again, looking at eBay, what's currently listed, what's sold in the past, but just going on other coffee pots in that style, they seem to go for about 10 to 15. So that's probably where I'll aim for. There is a creamer and sugar bowl. It's a tiny little sugar bowl. A tiny little creamer as well. So sweet. I've seen the creamer and sugar bowls that go with the Mink Rose listed, and they tend to be just one block colour. I've not seen any with the actual pattern on, so I'm hoping that might be a slightly rarer thing. But the creamer and sugar bowls in the Stylecraft, they tend to sell for around the £10 mark. So that's probably where I'll aim for with this pair. I think it's worth doing those on their own though, because they're just slightly different to anything else I've seen. So yes, so I might do them sort of 10 to 15, just because I've not seen it with the actual pattern on. We'll see. I always put offers on anyway, so it finds its place eventually. And then I do have a full set of 6 cups and saucers, but no side plates, so I can't do the trios with this one. So instead, I'm going to do the set of 6 altogether. When researching, all I could find was just 1 cup and saucer, and people were selling them as replacements for about £5 for the set. As I've got 6, I'm going to aim £25 to £30 for the 6. Another thing that I thought I could do is bundle the creamer and the sugar pot with the coffee pot for about £25. It might make it just a bit more worth time and effort, etc. Not sure. Having talked about the fact that the creamer and sugar bowl are slightly rarer now, I'm actually talking myself out of that one. But there is also the potential of doing the coffee pot with the cups and saucers as a set. So that's going to take more thinking about. If you were listing these, would you put the cups and saucers with the coffee pot, or would you do the coffee pot on its own? Because I know there are collectors of just coffee pots out there, which is why originally I thought I would do it just on its own. So yeah, let me know what you would do. I definitely need to give it a bit more thought. I might ask Nick's advice as well and see what he thinks, because, you know, at the end of the day, he's going to have to package them. So lastly, I have this preserve pot, which is also Stylecraft. It's all beautifully intact. There's no chips or cracks anywhere, which is lovely. Oh my goodness, how have I managed that? It's okay, there still are no chips and cracks in it. How did I manage that? I don't know. Don't touch it, Andrea. Right, okay. Yeah, I couldn't find this design anywhere. I've done a Google photo search and it just comes back with Stylecraft preserve pot in a floral design. And I've searched on eBay as well and there's no particular pattern name coming back. So I don't know. Is anyone out there a Midwinter fan, or do you have a bit of knowledge on the patterns for Midwinter? I have found a couple of websites and I've scoured through that. This pattern does not come up. So I really don't know. I'm not sure. But this design of preserve pot does seem to sell for around the £10 mark, so that's probably where I'll aim for with it. It's just a shame I don't know the exact design, because it's much better to have that in your listing, isn't it, if somebody is looking to complete a set. Okay, so I think the conclusion of that is that the sets that I have are not particularly valuable, and I would probably leave them on the table if I saw them again at yard sales. I think I would definitely pick up the Michaelmas again, because I just think it's such a desirable pattern. I mean, I love it. I'd have it for myself, so I tend to go on that a lot. I think if I love something, somebody else is bound to. It does have that sort of retro look that is quite fashionable at the moment, if you know what I mean. So I would definitely pick up the Michaelmas again. I would probably pick up things like the gravy jugs, maybe sugar bowls, etc., that you could bundle all together. But in terms of cups and saucers and the plates, etc., I just feel they're quite old-fashioned in their style at the moment. Everything comes back around, but at the moment I don't think they're enormously fashionable, but I do love the plain colours. I think the plain colours and the shapes, etc., I think they're very desirable. So yeah, I wouldn't, at the right price, I wouldn't leave those behind, but I don't do so well in cups and saucers these days. That's another thing, I think, that cups and saucers are tending to not be in fashion very much. People don't drink out of cups and saucers. People like a mug. It's just modern life, isn't it? So I have cups and saucers that sit around for a long time, so I definitely leave those behind. But I do have them. We've picked them up, and I think that I will definitely get my money back on them, if nothing else. Are they going to set the world alight and make us rich? No. No, they're not. This preserve pot has £4 on it, but I didn't actually pay £4. I think I paid like 50p or a pound. So I'll wrap up the video here, but stay tuned, because I'll add a few photos at the end which give you an idea of the kind of midwinter that you really do need to look out for, and the patterns and the styles that do sell well at the moment. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of video, because I can do this kind of thing again. I know that I've got a lot of Hornsey that I can research and do a video on. I've got some Paul pottery as well. So yeah, I can do another video like this again. If you enjoyed this, let me know. So thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, it would really help me out if you could hit the subscribe button, and then if you click the bell, you'll always get a notification when a new video is coming. So if you've enjoyed this one, you've enjoyed any of my past videos, then there's lots more to come. I hope you'll join me for future videos. But until then, take care for now. Bye everyone.